Hey, what up, everybody? It's Conservative Nerd here. No reviews this week. There wasn't a whole lot out that I read or even wanted to read. And White Knight's good. Comic reviews. White Knight is excellent. It's totally chattical. It's a great book. Avengers is pretty good. Batman 44 was weak. I didn't care for it. And there was a few things I read. Nothing really that I'm like, oh man, you got to get this. Iron Fist isn't bad, but I've been saying that for a while. But yeah, I mean, the state of comics right now is really bad. Really, really bad. You know, you think CB coming in would change at least a little. No, it's really bad. But anyways, I'm not talking about comics today. I'm talking about wrestling. And Wrestlemania, NXT TakeOver. WrestleMania Sunday, so this is WrestleMania Weekend. It's a huge week for wrestling. We got NXT TakeOver Saturday, ROH is Saturday. I mean, there's a ton of big cards this weekend. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with WrestleMania. WrestleMania is a tough call because A, it's super long, and B, you never know, man, because some years it's like, oh, that was a pretty weak Mania. And some years I'm like, oh, this Mania looks pretty weak, and it's really good. You never know with Mania. I'm not excited about the main event. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. It's a problem the WWE has with these long storylines that they start, telling 2-3 years ago. And yeah, I think this is a culmination of pretty much a 3-year storyline. And the problem with that is that it's so predictable and it gets old. We want surprises. We don't want to know what's going to happen. I mean, nobody wants to see a movie where I know everything's going to happen in this movie. Ooh, good times, No, you want some surprises, and that match doesn't hold any surprises. Hopefully, the rest of the card will. I'd like to see Daniel Bryan back. He's him and Shane are wrestling Owens and Sami Zayn, and that could be good. It could be weak. It could be a held back match. Shane's coming off of denticulitis, and Daniel Bryan's coming off like 50 concussions. So we'll see how good this match is. I love Sami and Owens. I think they're really good performers, but we'll see about this match. Shinsuke and AJ, I got a feeling it's not going to be as good as the Tokyo Dome match. So there's that. And, Nakamura has definitely toned down his style since coming to WWE, so you got that. AJ's 40. You got that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of best match. If I've had to pick what I think will be the match of Mania, it's not. I've heard so many people say how it's a stacked card, but I don't see it that way. It just seems it doesn't. AJ and Shinsuke can be good. That could be a good match. We'll see. I think the match, if they give them time, is Balor, Miz, and Rollins will tear the house down if they give them the time. I mean, right there, man. You got two awesome performers and a great heel. So I think that match could steal the show. That's my pick. If they give them the time that they deserve, that's my pick to steal the show. Rollins, Balor, and you got the two best guys, I think, wrestling-wise on Raw in that match with Balor and Rollins. And the only guy that can hold a candle to those two on SmackDown is AJ. So they're the three best in the business right now, Balor, AJ, and Rollins. In my opinion, Rollins is probably the best of the three. I think Rollins is the best wrestler in the WWE. That's my opinion. But in my opinion, I think Rollins is the best thing they got. The guy can work. And that's what I wanted in a world champion, is somebody can go out there and have a 45-minute match that just burns the house down. But yeah, and Ronda Rousey match, I think that's going to turn out to be Angle and Triple H working, and they're solid workers, but you're not going to see nothing spectacular in a Triple H Kurt Angle, match. So especially at their age, and at least Stephanie and Ronda, who we're not going to see anything tremendous out of that. So yeah, I don't know, man. WrestleMania this year, Rusev should have won the Rumble. He should be in the main event just for the fact that the guy sells the most merch. Yeah, he's selling merch like crazy. I guess he's doubling most people on the roster. So they had to put him. He was supposed to be in the Rumble or the Battle Royal that nobody cares about, and then they moved him up to the U.S. title match. But, man, Rusev's a great worker. They gave him that stupid gimmick of the evil Russian guy, which we've seen a million times. But, man, Rusev is great. Now, everything that kind of makes me tedious about if Mania's going to be that good is the total opposite when it comes to NXT. Because Saturday's TakeOver show should have some good matches. Really solid card. I can't wait for the 6-man ladder match. Ricochet. I love some Ricochet, and I love Adam Cole. So there we go. I'm torn in that one. I like Adam Cole, and I like Ricochet, and I really like EC3. So, yeah, that should be good. Lars Sullivan's in there, who, another big guy, another fake monster. Full no-sell and all that, Not too exciting. He's seen all that stuff before. Who else is in that one? I'm not sure the other two, but that's the 6. That's the 4 that I know, and then there's 2 more guys in it. I don't think it's anybody spectacular. Ciampa versus Gargano will be good. Will be solid. Will probably be great. Yeah, this is an NXT TakeOver card. Just is awesome. But you don't see these guys as much because they only get an hour on TV a week. And when you do get to see them, it's very exciting. Unlike WWE, where you got 3 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown, and 6-hour pay-per-views and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm more excited about TakeOver than I am WrestleMania. And that is the problem with TakeOver, is that it's a better show usually because A, it's shorter, and B, you're not going to get long, tedious matches of 2 big guys grappling, Like last year, we got Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, which, it was a stinky match. It just sucked. It was a lame match. It wasn't very good. And it happens. You don't get that as much on NXT. I've seen bad NXT TakeOver pay-per-view, or, takeovers, and Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews really comes to mind as a really crappy NXT TakeOver match. But yeah, for the most part, the NXT guys have worked in other places, except for like Baron Corbin, and have skills and can come in and, put on a hell of a match. And that's, what makes NXT TakeOver just so much more exciting. So yeah, I think the ladder match. Oh, and then the main event, Aleister Black versus Andre Cien Almas. Oh man, dude, I like both guys a lot, but I think Aleister Black, in my opinion, if booked properly on Raw or SmackDown, could be the next Undertaker. I mean, the guy's got whatever that it factor thing is, the charisma, just everything. He's got it. They got an awesome entrance for him. They rise him up out of the smoke like a vampire. His theme song is just killer. Yeah, I mean, the guy's got everything, and he's big, he's tall. He's not real ripped, but he's probably 6'4". 6'5". So yeah, I mean, he should be their next big thing. If they use Aleister Black right, he should be their next. Do I think they're going to give him the belt? I think so. They should. Unless they're bringing him straight up after Mania, which they could. I mean, the guy's a really good wrestler. But I don't know. Maybe see him as a champ for a little while. Let him get the feel of being the top guy. So when he comes in, you can put him in that position because he should be a top guy in the WWE. As far as can't misses, I think he's better than Balor. And Balor's probably a better wrestler, but I don't know, man. Aleister Black just has that it factor thing that, certain guys have, like Cena and The Undertaker and The Rock and Austin. And Aleister Black has that. So I would like to see some big things from Aleister Black in the WWE. And we'll see. But NXT TakeOver looks awesome. I mean, on paper, I think this is the show. WrestleMania will be WrestleMania. It'll be spectacular, fireworks and cool entrances and some good matches and some matches. But I definitely more looking forward to TakeOver. And then ROH has their big one this weekend too, and Cody Rhodes versus Kenny Omega. This should be a cool match. I watched Kota Ibushi, and Kenny Omega, the Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks, and it's on YouTube, and the full match is on YouTube. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, man. That was a great match. I think it was like 55 minutes. Hell of a match, man. Just a non-stop 55 minutes. Young Bucks get this rep that they're just running around doing high spots and can't wrestle or can't storytell, which is totally untrue. Yeah, they have exciting matches and they do crazy high spots, but at the same time, man, dude, they can storytell as good as anybody. And this match shows that they can storytell. I watched the match with the Best Friends from Honor Rising, and again, great storytelling from the Young Bucks. So I find that they can't storytell bullshit. They're different. They evolved wrestling. There's nothing wrong with that. If it stays the same, if everybody just does the same thing, it's boring. So, yeah, I'm a huge Young Bucks fan if you can't tell. So, there you go. But, yeah, I think the Honor Rising, or not Honor Rising, that was a couple months ago. But the new, I can't even remember what the pay-per-view is this weekend. But the ROH pay-per-view this weekend should be good. They always have solid shows. It gets washed under Wrestlemania Weekend because, people are going to be talking about Wrestlemania. And sometimes sometimes it's deserved and sometimes it's not, because WrestleMania can definitely can be pretty flat. I thought last year's was really good, except for Undertaker Reigns was really a drag, especially to be the last match. Ugh, it was so boring. Let's see this year. Let's see what happens. We got Reigns versus Brock this year. Every year we get Roman as the main event. He's good. I'm not a Roman hater. I think Rollins is better. If I was in charge, Rollins would probably be my champ over Roman. And you got to mix it up. You can't have the same guy as champ forever. But definitely Rollins would be getting a higher push if I was in charge of WWE. I think he's the best wrestler. That's my opinion. I think AJ's the best on SmackDown and Rollins is the best on Raw. And Balor's second, but I think Balor, his frame makes him a little more injury prone than, say, Rollins. But you never know. I mean, a couple bad breaks doesn't mean the guy's going to be injury prone forever. He seems all right now. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about Mania. It's coming up this Sunday. It's WrestleMania weekend. It's the biggest holiday for wrestling fans of the year. It's the biggest weekend, so I'm a little excited. And I talk about wrestling. I don't know about comic reviews. I'm gonna try to get them up as much as I can, but like I said, man, it sucks so hard to read them. I just get. I mean, there's a few things I like, but White Knight was great this week, and same with. I really am enjoying the Avengers book. I didn't think I would, and I am. So you never know, but. For the most part, the whole industry has went insane. Just totally insane. So, yeah, it's hard to get enjoyment up for an industry that's like, yeah, you white male, don't read our books, you racist, sexist piece of crap. It's okay. Okay, you don't want my money? Okay. But anyway, so, yeah, WrestleMania is this weekend. It's going to be awesome, hopefully. You never know with WrestleMania, but... NXT TakeOver will be awesome, so either way, it's going to be awesome because we get a lot of wrestling, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's always great. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's a good time. And if you haven't seen Young Bucks versus Golden Lovers, that's on YouTube, the full match, and I checked that out because, man, it's one of the most action-packed 60-minute matches I've ever seen, so, yeah, you can't go wrong there. Anyways, guys, you guys have a great day. Any matches you're excited for, you can let me know in the comments, or anything you're excited for, or anything wrestling you want me to talk about or something, or movies or comic books, hit me up in the comments. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the like button, whatever. I just say what everybody else says. I don't really, But you guys have a great day, and hey, this weekend, enjoy the wrestling.